Hey, hey, hey. Batman Dance, long time no see, friend. I have not been streaming because I have sort of like, I'm trying out different things with streaming. And you see, I want to try out, um, if I can make, like what works the best for me. So like, what makes me happy, what provides like basically the least amount of energy for the most amount of enjoyment from me and for the people who watch the stream as well. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. How have you been, Captain Dansk? What should I play? Could consider Warlock, could consider Hunter, could consider Druid. I wonder if there's some sort of trend with what people who play hardcore play, if it's mostly Horde, if it's mostly Alliance. I should probably share the stream, huh? How do I... Oh, have we? Yeah, we've reached 451. I've been working with a real life friend of mine recently to try and um, make some little bit higher quality shorts. And I feel like it's been working, although like right now it is mostly myself who's making it as well. So we're slowly moving up there. I'm sorry, I'm just like looking through some stuff. I need to, for instance, like actually tell my people that we're here when I'm usually not on Twitch. So we're slowly moving up there. This. What is what? What is what, Kapadatsk? You mean this? All of these things are different characters that you can, or like different races that you can play in World of Warcraft. Um, Kapadansk, should we play a hunter or should we play a druid? Hunters gets pets and battle with pets. And become like very strong at solo content, and druids are able to shapeshift into like a bear if they have to be able to take a bit more damage, or shapeshift into a cat if they want to do more damage. Which one of the two do you think would be cool? Oh yeah, we should share this. But what sounds the coolest? One who like uses a bow and arrow, hunts down their prey while having a pet that supports them, or being a druid who uses like nature spells to heal, and can shapeshift into like bears or like saying cats like is probably an understatement. Hey Nicholas. Hey Captain Dansk and Nicholas. Can I just say it is actually such an honor for me that that you're still here to say hello to me for coming back. You both get a hug. Come here. Thank you so much for showing up. I have too many things open. That here. Hmm. There's something more interesting. You could also play a warlock. Hey, Katarina. Yeah, I kind of figured. Nicholas, thank you so much for swinging by again. Alright, Niklas, Katarina, and Captain Dansk. Should I make a hunter, a druid, or a warlock? What do you three think? No, I have no idea, Kata. Who on earth would you be? Where does... The druid thing. Kata and Captain Dansk, what are your opinion? Is it also druid, or is it warlock, or is it hunter? I have a sense that Captain Dansk doesn't have the strongest preference. So Kata, what is your opinion? Warlock, druid, or hunter? Name it Bob. I can see if Bob is available. Druid or warlock? You know what? 2 votes for druids. For druid? Druid it shall be. He looks so serious. You know what? We're gonna go female. Listen. God, I actually forgot how revealing the initial robe was. Hairstyle. Kinda like this one. Color. Kinda like this one. Her markings. No, her face. I really like having like friendly looking faces. But I don't feel like any of these are super friendly. I did the next best thing and made a female and called it Bobette. I hope that that was okay, Nicholas. And Catman Dansk. I'm sorry, we have had our official choice. Begin adventure. Solo. This is official. Guild is subject to the Discord or... Absolutely. I've read everything and I'm super ready. I would never start this without having thoroughly read absolutely everything, right, chat?
I am listening.
This is indeed different, Coffee. But you've also seen that there hasn't really been the most, you know, activity over there on Twitch. So sometimes you just have to reinvent yourself. Where did my music go? There. How are all of you guys this evening? Coffee, Catman Dance, all of you? Well, people have exams at the moment. I think it varies a lot depending on where you study and all that kind of stuff. When I went to uni, except for like when there was summer holiday, we had exams every 10 weeks. And that was that is not necessarily the standard, the norm. How high a level do you guys think we can get to before we die and lose our challenge? Level 12. I find your lack of faith disturbing, Kata. Now we just have to live to level 13. No, Kata, we didn't. But those ones we've made as a party, so we are only allowed to play together. We are not allowed to play without one another. Okay, 20. Someone believes we get to see cat form. Hey, Catman Dance. Just thank you for tuning in. And hope that you have a wonderful evening and that everything is good with the family. Why am I getting double mail items when now I'm playing a leatherware? SMH chan. 3 male items. And I'm even playing a female. I am cringe. I am the cringe. Here, Captain Dansky. I only need young Night Sabers, and they seem to be more elusive. Listen, just because I'm on YouTube right now doesn't mean that you'll miss my awesome puns. That's 4 male items in a row. They just want to fight or something. Is that it? They're fronting me. They're not respecting me. I didn't need to do 3 casts on this one. I feel like this is going to be a nice and chill endeavor. Recently I've been kind of thinking like, what can I have as a chill activity when I'm not like, or don't necessarily play like Minecraft every single stream or do the same thing over and over. I'm making a protection warrior. I wonder if they're as good as when the patch first hit, because it sounds like protection warriors were considered basically the cream of the crop. I imagine they're still good because, like, unless they broke something, their general kit was just good. Yes, yeah, it's basically if your character dies, then you're not allowed to play or like the challenge failed on that character, so you have to start over. But there's also a couple more rules, like you're not allowed to trade with other players. And you're not allowed to use auction house. You're not allowed to like get help. I don't think you're allowed to group up for quests. There's like quite a few like quite severe restrictions. But it'll be, there are like different characters that it'll be easier or harder on, and I believe that Druid is probably one of the more simple ones. Obviously, probably Warlock and Hunter would be the easiest in open world content. Because they, like, Hunters, they have a pet that is basically as strong as another player. And then they have themselves, where they actually also do a lot of damage, so. The cool thing about Druid, though, is that they have so much different utility. So they have their root, they have stealth, they have healing. They can go bear form to be more tanky. They have tribal form for movement speed. The difficult part will be to get or to stay alive up to level 10 at the very least, because level 10 you learn your bear form. I should have maybe made my character name something a bit more along the lines of my YouTube and Twitch channel, huh? People will find out if they find out. Another level down. Let's go. I actually think this song could be fun to play in like Beat Sabers or Synth Riders. That is true, Nicholas, but it's not gonna be like someone sees the character or the name of my character and they're like, that person is for sure someone who streams on Twitch. And I can guess that his name is Brother Bear Bjorn. Well, streams on YouTube and Twitch. So we've got mail, gloves, wrist, chest plate. And so far we've only got 2 leather items from quests, but otherwise none. What, the other classes just don't get to have armor or something? SMH team. SMH. Shadow Meld. Let's just sell so we don't run out of inventory space. That debuff, or that buff is not going to be too bad. Oh, at level 1 it doesn't even give... I think that gives less armor than the paladin buff. That's a little disappointing. Didn't mean to go all the way in here. It'll be fine. At least the mail sold relatively decently. Alright team, we just need to kill absolutely everything that we lay our eyes on. Turns out we're not the only one with that fun. That also druid. It is. How does a 4 parry my attack? Carnage, let there be blood. How can you be a cute little tiger who lives in this wonderful environment and then you be a mangy night saber? What happened to your friend? I feel like my spell doesn't really do a whole lot of damage. What level are we on? I'm at level 3 now. It takes a good while to get up there. To get to level 20, it wouldn't surprise me if I have to play like 10 to 15 hours. Probably more. Would I need more than 10 to 15? It depends on how much I have to travel, I guess. And if I die. Indeed, Nicholas, it's gonna be a long journey. And I recognize that it's not going to be for everyone. Yeah, Nicholas, this is a challenge that has gotten a little bit of hype around it these days. At least quite a few of the people that I have seen like stream it though. They're trying to to measure up with this challenge. In all honesty, I think it's also just something to do with... There isn't necessarily too much exciting stuff to do in World of Warcraft these days, in like retail. Depends on how much you get distracted. I think that that's more gonna be a factor in how long I get before I die, Coffee. I could easily just see myself being like, ooh, I see a chest over there. Go over there, 4 mobs spawn, and then I just can't run away before I'm dead. There's not a whole lot of those mangy 9 sabers. It might also just be more difficult to spot because they blended a bit better with the surroundings. Definitely more difficult to spawn or to spot. I'm already looking forward to cat form. Still, it's a little bit early to be looking forward to that, but I am. How's the volume on the music, by the way? Is it alright, or...? Volume's okay. Nice. Hey, Niklas. Thank you for swinging by. It was a pleasure. I am like... It is kind of big to me that like, you and Capman don't show up even after I've been away for so long. So thank you so much. And I hope that you have a wonderful time over there on Overwatch. Let's go. Interface. Do not show cape or helmet. They're going to be very distasteful for a very long time. What belt? I haven't even got one yet. See you, Niklas. We've also officially seen Coffee, Katta. We have officially crossed over to having more than 450 subscribers here on YouTube. That's kind of cool. Yeah, it is actually kind of nice. I don't know if it'll ever probably pop off, or if subscribers from shorts even translate to much in the long run, but I'm interested to see what Forlorn and I can work together to make. This is like 50% better than Wrath. If not like 75% better. And I get a leather belt right after. They are bully. The one with you, seeing that huge thing in the woods and the seal noises was so good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I think that Oliver's edits, they definitely add something to the shorts. I think that we've gotten more than 1,000 views just today on the YouTube channel. It's not that I'm about to be the next Mr. Beast or anything, for sure. But it's still a little bit exciting. Oh wait, I have to go back. I agree, Kofa. I agree. I think that Lord Oliver already does a lot, and he's also just like, he's probably one of the people who's donated the most to me. And he doesn't necessarily even have the most means out of anyone here, so. He's just a all-round good guy. Unfortunately, I think that he has a mind that can be difficult for himself as well. Maybe we can all slowly work on our troublesome minds together. It's been nearly 2 years since the day I just popped in. And you have come along massively. I feel like I haven't really grown that much in the last couple of years, as in like as a channel or something. I feel like I've grown as a person a bit. I've grown a bit as a streamer. Oh wait, she's the ground, isn't she? I think so. Imagine if I was so silly that I actually just jumped off from a high enough point that it killed my character already at this level. Then I would feel silly. can we find these things? I don't know if I've actually ever done this quest before. I think I have, but it's like one of the quests I always didn't do. They can drop the mushrooms? Oh, I am still stubborn. I am indeed still stubborn. Probably a little less so than... I don't know if I'm actually changed in how stubborn I am, or if it's just that I have gotten a little bit more perspective. Well, I think that just listening to my own sort of boundaries is more of coming to learn to respect yourself as an individual person as well. Because if you don't, like, let's say that in your head you're like, okay, is this treatment that I do of this other person fair? Then you ask yourself, if someone else treated me like this, would I think it was fair? And if you fundamentally see yourself not as worthy as the other people around you, then your answer to that might be, no, I wouldn't treat another person like that, but that doesn't matter because I don't deserve the same treatment as them. But I think I've gotten a little bit better at how I evaluate myself. So that's good. Good start. Oh, friend. Playing a rogue on hardcore. My dear friend. That's gonna be rough. Very gear dependent. Very bad at dealing with multiple mobs. Yes, they have a couple of ways they can get away. Oh, the poison quest. That is gonna be so nasty when you can't group up with people. I'm almost certain that having a profession and crafting stuff yourself is allowed, so I am thinking about going, or like, I'm probably gonna go leatherworking. I don't really know if there's any other profession that could give or yield me as much as leatherworking. Maybe it could give me something to be tailoring, so I can make my own bags. But I'm pretty sure it's allowed to buy bags off of vendors as well, as long as you don't buy it from players. I think you can buy up to 12 slots bags from vendors. Need a chest, and I need boots, and I need wrists. I actually have a decent amount of leather. This kind of cave is always a little bit spooky. It's the bio. Especially with this many people in it, because like mobs could respawn around any corner. And if like 2 or 3 mobs spawn at the same time, it could get a little bit dicey. Have you decided how you're going to celebrate your birthday, Coffee? I hope I learned something that gives me more damage at level 6. Actually, I would assume that I learned Wrath rank 2. Because you don't get another spell that does damage as a druid. And I would be a bit surprised if they have no more damage increases until level 8 or level 10. What would the dream birthday be, Coffee? Let's say that you have just like a little bit of energy. I assume that it's not like that you're gonna go out to a restaurant and all of the waiters are gonna come down and sing happy birthday personally to you while everyone else is clapping in the background. Can't remember if this drops starts a quest item or if it's for the next quest or exactly what gift this is for. Ooh, I got another chest. So it's more a wish about something good that could come out of your birthday rather than like a special event on your birthday. Looks like a bit like biology teacher. We're about to go out into the field and catch some bugs. Is there something you'd want from the Cozy Corner, Coffee? Yeah, it is also a difficult age. Are you sure there isn't anything? I feel like I try to do something for the people who are close in the community when it's someone's birthday. Or at least if it's someone who's like here a lot. I feel like you're probably the one who contributes the most to this space. Make Palia come out quicker. I'll write the devs tonight. Send them a text. Yo, release your game faster. Do it quicker, better. And it better have quality control. Otherwise, gonna kick your butt. Fell off the bridge. What game are you playing? Not gonna level up here to level 6. I might as well sort of forget the last couple of spells here. I think there's a trainer in the next village as well. Yeah. I have not even heard of that game before. You are sweet cat. I come here for a hug. Big hug. Oh wait. That was the staff we want to use. Oh. It's kind of weird how this is, or to a certain extent, is like a relaxing thing, even though it's like a hardcore challenge. I guess when you try for some of the riskier quests, it's a little bit more of a sweaty thing. I wonder if you actually level primarily as bear or as cat, as pharaoh. I don't know how good cat form is compared to bear, and I know that bear obviously gives you quite a lot of defensive stats. Cat could sneak. Well, cat can sneak without us primarily playing cat form. The bear form has more armor. I don't know how much slower it'll be to kill enemies as bear form. Obviously, if you do the same damage in either one, then you would go bear form because you'd always go for the safer option. The only thing I need is wrists, otherwise I actually have full leather. Oh, wrist and boots. Wait a second, we need to get that and then get back. Oh, that's the other one. What the heck? For a second I thought I was in a hurry. doesn't get a buff. He mob tags from us. He does not get our assistance. Oh. I was about to say, it's probably not the best for a rogue to start here, since you don't get pickpocketing. There isn't a lot that you can pickpocket in this zone. And I imagine that pickpocketing could actually be a decent-ish income. But at the same time, probably just such a good thing to have Shadow Melt. Very funny, Keta. Very, very funny. Big applause. I don't actually like super remember these quests. I remember like the rough main ones, but definitely a lot I have happily forgotten. Again, we have half of a male set. I just said that it was an excellent joke, Kata, and gave you a small round of applause. I wonder if the weird egg, like the lore with it, is that it is from the Emerald Nightmare. Mine. Rogue and Druid in the same party. They're gonna be able to do stealth runs. What is your favorite part about the Night Elf starting zone, Geta? It's too bad that I don't have a bit more ability to, or like with Photoshop and stuff like that, because I'm not really able to make good thumbnails. I have a feeling that that would probably help a little bit with drawing in viewership. One, because it's a small upgrade. I don't think I usually get this much XP in the little starting area here, so I'm satisfied. Do some panels for Twitch. You mean for like, here's my donations, here my, like that kind of stuff, or? I didn't have spells to learn yet. The reason why I'm asking is because at least like I've followed a bit of like political Twitter or Twitch, not Twitter, for sure not Twitter. And there they call like panels are when like creators come together and have like a chat on a chat panel, like a political panel. Or please don't kill me here. Jesus. Considering that like dying is actual game over, that jump was probably a bit too risky. How much XP do I get from this quest? 340. I'll need a bit extra XP, but you know what? We can be level 6 before we leave this starting zone. Yes, we can, team. This staff actually does a lot more damage than the previous one we had. Two. So we'll need to be on 300, 2,300, no, 460. I heard level 60 and instantly thought about that one panda. What panda? And Coffee, do you know if there's an easy way to make those panels? We got it, team. Ask Coffee to do. Could you put up some panels, Coffee? Oh, that one. I also saw someone who leveled up as someone without a spec. So they didn't choose a specialization, so they didn't get any of the spells from a specialization. Oh, we got a pouch. Team. Success has been had. You're winning right there. Pouch indeed. Small black pouch. I remember being thoroughly confused when I was younger because there is a couple different colors of these pouches. And there's actually, is it like one or two of the pouches that is worth more in the vendor if you if you sell it. But they're all the same size, so it's just about the color. I'm like, why? I guess that's NPC logic right there. coffee. If you would help me make some panels, I would gladly put them up. And I would like, if you guys have some like good suggestions as to like something I could do, both like on stream or off stream, then I would be curious to hear it. Like, it would probably have to be something that doesn't necessarily take a lot of time, because right now I'm already spending a lot of time streaming, making the YouTube shorts, like keeping in touch with all you guys, keeping up with my obligations to the commune. I feel like I'm a busy man these days. Alright. Now we should have enough XP. So that when we deliver this quest, we should level up. They really want us to have those male chest plates, huh? Did you also play Skyrim the other day, Ketta? We got level 6. Even with us just farming that many mobs and not necessarily being the most efficient, we got it in 15 minutes. So we got level 60 or level 6 in under 1 hour. I think that's decent. Wrath and Thorns. Those are both damage increases actually. We'll try to be a little bit careful here. Considering that my previous rank of Wrath gave 13 to 16 damage, dealing 3 damage every time someone attacks me, actually pretty good. It wouldn't surprise me if that would be one of my top damage sources. Tell me which one. We could possibly look at it off of stream. That reminds me, I'll just send a message. We are pumping, team. I forgot to sell. You haven't touched Skyrim for a couple of days. I can understand why you would have like withdrawals. Holy smokes, the level 5 mobs here are actually getting melted. Oh, it's level 6 even. Not too shabby. Even on that short fight, my thorns gave more damage than an entire extra wrath. Of the previous rank at least. Bro. Okay. Must be something I can sell to here. There. Look at our money, team. We're making bank. We're popping off. I want to find the... If I can find a skinning trainer, that would be... Oh, I think that there is one up here. Unless that's herbalism. I pray not. There are actually quests here that are for level 5. Interesting. I thought this was considered a level 6 town. Oh. I was hoping that one of them would sell me bags. Maybe the cloth, yeah? I think it's called General Goods. Right. Find a guard. Find a way to learn skinning. I was right. I've also considered if I should look into one of those games that are more like the game that that Evie was playing, the Power Wash one. Also, Kata, have you ever tried Skyrim in VR? I think that would bore you. It might be. It may would be. Or maybe. Okay, it's more worth or more value using Healing Touch. What is on the Xbox Pass? And is House Flipper on Xbox Pass? Maybe I should look into it. Oh, okay. Yeah, then I probably wouldn't know. Maybe I should try it sometime. I could imagine that for a drinking stream could also be something chaotic. Could also have potential to be fun. Alright, where's the lady with the quest? There she is. Why is a gnome level 11 mage in the Night Elf starting zone? Why? They just answered me. They're here for Darnassus' reputation. So they're here. They've went all the way here because they want reputation, such that it is easier later on to get all the way up to Exalted with Darnassus, so they can get the kitty cat, the Meowser. Can I please hit this thing? Prentice skinning, let's go. Prentice leatherworking. Please tell me they also send a skinning knife. Bro. Why art thou? So absolutely cringe. Let's see him. Skinning, knife, hell dress. So. Okay, so there is one in the city that we came from. Yes, chat. Yes, I am disappointed. But you know what? While we're walking, we can just enjoy the sights. I remember having a certain level of reverence for the Night Elf, because the Night Elf in Warcraft, I played Warcraft 2, and in Warcraft 2 there weren't like Night Elves weren't really a thing, but in Warcraft 3, Night Elves were a faction that you could play, but they were the last ones available in the campaign. And they were very different because their first basic unit was a ranged unit with kind of high DPS, but who was also very squishy. So they felt more like specialists. but with like some quirks. So I think that I had like some reference for that. Also because they're kind of like, when you look at the other races, you see like like humans are obviously like the almost like baseline character. Then there's like gnomes and dwarves, where like dwarves are a bit like burly, going through the mountain, singing their song, drinking their ales. Goblins just interested in their machines, and then like it's kind of like all the other races are like the plebeians, and the night elves are like the refined, like higher society sort of types. Yep. What was the one that I was looking for? Was she over here? I don't need their food. Their handouts. I'm an adult. Is it you? No. Skinning knife. What was her name again? Narrowed Shadow Growth. Where the flip are you, my guy? Upstairs in the North Tower Tree. We should be right up there. Listen, Kata. She doesn't need food, she lives off of the happiness that she spreads around and nature. And that's gonna be good enough for her. I can definitely not buy that now. It could be that the first pair of wrists I get is one that I make from leatherworking myself. Ooh, that crit. Oh, I had lost my thorns. I have to remember that if I see any of the corpses of the Night Sabers, then I can skin them. Thanks for looking out for me, Ketta. I might not feed her, but I'll keep her buffed. Banana bread. I don't think I've ever had banana bread. Is banana bread something like... Is it closer to a cake or is it closer to actual, like, bread? Oh. I see skin. And no, that's not creepy chat. Listen. Yeah, we respect everyone. You don't need to show skin to be loved. I've definitely heard of banana bread, but I've never had it before. And I don't actually know what it is like conceptually. Is it like if it's a sugary treat or if it is I know that there's quite a few like banana cakes. And those can be darn delicious. Banoffee pie is so good. What the heck is banoffee pie? This level has been very slow because I've been getting profession running and stuff. How many like collect quests? Banana and caramel. That does sound delicious. The banana cake that I have made is one with like banana and chocolate. And the chocolate kind of like balances out the sweetness of the banana. I wonder if I should just arm more mobs in general, especially if I see anything that can be skinned. How the Pearl Birds ended up taking over a Night Elf town. I feel like the Night Elf that we've seen don't really fall to like Gnarlpine gardeners. Maybe their hide is just too strong, Keta. Maybe that would just be the hidden OP. If you could get Furlbird leather, it would just be game over for Ragnaros. Nah, I'm sure it's too thick. But how Blizzard has been releasing races, it's almost surprising to me that you haven't been able to play something like a Furlberg or Naga or like Murloc or something. But it might also be good that they don't just release them willy-nilly. Raikou? Hmm. I almost said, but I caught myself, but I almost said uh, I could understand if Blizzard would not want to release too many of like basically the same sort of identities. So if they have human and they then release like Raikou, then it's basically just like a reskin human. But at the same time, they're releasing like High Mountain Tauren and like Void Elf and I'm a fan of elves though, Kata. They look pretty. They are at one with nature. There's many upsides. There are indeed so many. But that just means that you have more options, right? I actually legit forgot that failing a skinning attempt was a real thing. Oh, I have no zoom in my like control right now. That's a little bit awkward. What is your favorite kind of elf then, Ketta? If you like elves too. Ah, very good. Oh, already had more powerful spells on them. Blood elves the most, I think. The OG Horde elf. Does the Horde have any other elves? Because the Alliance got the Void elves, right? Right? Am I being a potato head? Oh, yeah, the Nightborn, yeah. Oh, the Nightborn went to the Horde. Okay. These spiders are just getting farmed, huh? Oh, there was a spider. You missed out on a spider team. We are confirmed not Spider-Man. I feel like the story with Chironde has become so sad. Not in that Chironde's story is necessarily sad, but that it has evolved in a sad way, in a way that I would have not wished for her. I feel like in the original Warcraft, or not in the original, in Warcraft 3, in the original Warcraft, whatever, he was kind of like, he just set Illidan free in order to try and help, like, have him help them defeat the Burning Legion that was coming. So she kind of like breaks some of the norms, some of the establishment, in order to try and move in a more, or in a positive direction. But then they both like gun or like push away Illidan again and basically banish him from their society, because he does what he needs to do in order to be able to defeat the oncoming threat. And they like judge him really, really hard. And then after that, he then basically goes and does exactly what Illidan does. Like, she had a big loss. She had a big personal loss. Ysera and the Night Elf Tree. She goes and seeks out power that is destructive to her, for revenge, or like for a personal vendetta, without thinking about the repercussions. But then, of course, she is not like abandoned or mistreated. I just feel like I always feel so bad when people write characters like Illidan, where it's like a character who has had like immense suffering or loss in their life, and they're essentially constantly given the short stick, and then there's another character that is put in almost the same that is put in like the same situation, as in like they're like vying for the same position, or they're like thrown into the same conflict, but where the one person comes in as like someone who has prepared their entire life and is willing to sacrifice anything, and the other person comes in and like, oh, I've had a good life and all, but I can see that this thing that you're doing is not very good. You should do it in a more moral way. Like, and then the other person actually does things that might, or that are probably like still moral, but are just like questionable when it comes to standards. And then like the person who has prepared their entire life, they get absolutely demolished, while the person who just like comes in basically as a visitor to that conflict is just like, oh no, you shouldn't do that, now you get punished, and then they get rewarded big time for what they're doing. But this is basically my rant about the my rant about the Naruto as well. I don't know if either of you have watched Naruto, but yeah, that's essentially the exact same thing that I see in Naruto. Ah, okay. Like the quick rundown. So, these two, this is Sasuke, this is Naruto. They're basically in school to become ninjas, but one of them, the one called Sasuke, when he was young, he witnessed his entire family get killed by his brother. Actually, not just his family. He witnessed his clan get wiped out in a brutal way by his brother. And his brother then essentially left him alive on purpose. And it seemed like basically as if he did it in order to taunt him. So Sasuke prepares like basically his entire life since then to become like the best ninja he can in order to become strong enough to defeat his brother. And then there's Sasuke. His parents were killed when he was young, but not by like, but before he was like forming memories. So he grew up as an orphan, and basically everything he wanted in life was just like the acknowledgement and friendship of the people around him. So one person is like driven absolutely by a very understandable reasoning, I would say. And the other person is basically just like, someone please notice me, someone please be my friend. And while that is a noble goal, I don't think that he should then be given the same or like rewards in terms of becoming like a good ninja. It's kind of like if there's someone who's investing money and they're basically just like, okay, I'm studying every day of my life and I'm trying to find the right stocks, and then there's another person who just like bets on the right stocks or accidentally hands money off to someone who then goes and invests and come back with 1,000 times the money or something. I feel like the person who like is the specialist, the person who puts time into it, that person should be rewarded. And it doesn't need to be like rewarded in every aspect of life, but just at the very least in terms of accomplishing what they want to accomplish. Of course, you can write stories that are not like meant to be happy, that are not meant to have like the closure that you're looking for. But it is a trope in anime that has annoyed me a bit. It's like the character who's actually trying really hard at something then gets outdone by someone who is basically not really interested in that subject, or it's just like it's a byproduct to make friends or get attention or and it's not to, don't get me wrong, I think that it is an incredibly positive trait to be looking for or to be trying your best to make everyone happy and to get everyone included, that kind of thing. But at the same time, I don't think that that should necessarily mean that they get success in all other aspects of life. Or to a certain extent, that will resonate out to the rest of like your experience or life in general, but it shouldn't be like it makes you the best heart surgeon or the best at running, or like it can make you best within that arena or make you a well-rounded person. I don't know if I'm just mumbling into the ether at the moment. It's actually kind of good that we can get a staff from this one. Green staff. Goodness. I got 2 from the first 2 that I killed, and then it's been zilch. Give me more. I need it. I'm glad that it's not just going completely into the void. But I think I also have, like, in general, probably a very strong sense of right and wrong. And I don't feel like that is just. Do you watch anime, like any anime or a lot of anime, or like what is your anime status, Ketta? Like how I like part of the reason for playing in this zone is that there's a lot of animals, so you can get a lot of skinning. Spiders don't give skin. Owls don't give skin. Cats are some semi-rare. And then there are all of these Timberlings, elementals.
How may I help?
There are the Furbergs.
May the stars guide
They're bullying me.
you. Ishnu Allah.
In Yasha. Ranma. Half on YouTube. That's really my only touch with anime. Oh. I actually watched Ranma too. I thought it was an interesting concept. But I've also never really been super tied to, like, gender. I read a lot of, I read both, like, a lot of stories about girls and boys growing up, like, or from the perspective of girls and boys. Oh, I'm gonna have to loot one thing up here. Yeah. I think it's an interesting. I think it's an interesting concept. Like swans. I can't remember exactly what the trigger was. Was it like him sneezing or something that made him swap between the genders? Or like the sexes? Which is something. That's not worth it. Cold and hot water. Imagine never being able to take either cold or hot shower again if you don't want to swap though. Guess the cold shower would not be the end of the world, but hot shower for me? That would be a bit regrettable. But honestly, I think the world would be a lot more functional if people could swap genders. If people were able to see from each other's side, so it didn't become as much of a like two genders or sexes at war with one another. I'm actually just I'm chilling. I see them killing the mob that I need. You know what? Take him. I'm sure that makes them happier. And it makes me sad. Kata, if I could suggest you an anime, then consider looking into the one called I think it's called I Was Reincarnated as a Slime. It's a person who is who like dies in our like in our world and then goes to another world, and they're reborn as a slime in like a RPG kind of world. Yeah, I think it is one, kind of funny, and two, I think it's also kind of like it's interesting. Interesting. That is Ferocitas. Yes, yes. I can send you a link actually. another one spawned right on top of me. Get off of me. It's this one. When I would type something in chat, it goes up in a yellow font with a yellow background. How neat is that, huh, team? I have no inventory space. How can they do this to me? Oh, yeah. This thing. People are actually being friendly. What is this? What game am I playing? What year am I in? Thank you. We do be kinda snazzy here. We're not letting anyone around us die, team. Not on my watch. They were out of mana, they were on low HP. I think it's more that I think that there are a couple different factors. I don't necessarily know if it's because it's like harder. I could imagine that there's like, for instance, it will absolutely be a factor that the game is older, so it's probably an older crowd. There's probably also a factor in it being everyone's excited right now about the classic hardcore one, and they're basically, to a certain extent, interaction is discouraged. Let's just throw that one out. I'm pretty sure that is worth more. Oh. Why does that drop an item that then drops the quest item? What can I throw out at this point? I feel like everything's worth quite a bit. The linen cloth might be the best thing to throw out, actually. I don't need to throw anything out, because I don't need to do that right now. Oh, Ketta. Come here for a hug, Luke. Much love, Ketta. I always appreciate having you around, Ketta. Without you at coffee, it wouldn't be the same cozy corner that it is today.
Don't touch me.
Don't have another quest to deliver, so... Now I do. Or a sad emoji. Oh. I wonder if you could get some extension that that could get it over here as well. I agree. The poor sad emoji was very sweet. Is very sweet. Yeah, that gives a little bit of a different vibe than Poro Sad. Yeah, the YouTube ones are a bit weird. But I think it's also just weird because, like, the Twitch ones grew very organically, where the YouTube ones are like, what are these? I'll sell them. I'll keep him for now. Having that kind of like basically a defensive cooldown for an individual target is just kind of big. It's even for 2 minutes. Oh, cats in boxes. That's adorable. Now we're talking. We'll get level 2, level 3, get up to level 4 in leatherworking. Can you even make wrists? You know what? We'll go up and do that. You know what? We're also just grabbing first aid because we might as well. Healing is actually considerable. Oh, we need... That's 30 copper! Bruh. Unbelievable. What is Blizzard making me do? Ripping me off like this? What I don't do for Blizzard. Skin. This much grass, it's actually difficult to find some of the things on the ground. What do you have available to as snacks, Kata? I'll probably try to get the quest done to get the staff like as soon as possible, because at level 10 having a good staff, it's basically only there for stats. We get another quest. I think that when we do this quest, then we get a quest to go down there as well. I'm not 100% sure of that. Yo, Katha, congratulations. Glad to hear so. Oh wait, it's probably, that one is probably the one in the cave behind. I remember. Indeed. Well done. Proud of you, Kata. Oh, coffee, be nicer on yourself, you. We are good beans here. Yes, coffee. They call these things rascal spirits. So funny. You know what? We can kill this one. We're not in a hurry. He finds the named mob before us. Hope that she enjoys that one. We have true serenity this evening. He can spawn up there, and I'm pretty sure he can spawn over here as well. Oh. At least I got the XP from this one, now that she got the tag on the mob. They're speaking French. Rare mob! Been 3 months and I've done nothing on the things I want to achieve this year yet. What do you want to achieve this year, Coffin? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Can we go into the water? Oh, thank you. This guy actually almost destroyed me. I don't know how much I'm allowed to actually help. Otherwise, I would have gladly helped them. If you feel like it is something important to you, Kata, then have you considered doing like the tiny steps? Like, okay, we need to get the backyards paved. How do we do that? Are we going to have someone paid? Or are we going to pay someone for it? Or are we going to do it ourselves? Need to get someone paid for it. Then research who we can pay for it. If you're gonna get it done yourself, then like order some of the first components you need to get it done. Then slowly work it out from there. Good job on saving, Coffee. I'm happy to hear that you've got a bit of like leniency in your budget now, because it sounded like you were on a little bit of a tight budget for a bit. That is a sword. That's something. It seems like the balance on that thing would be weird. You're smart one, Coffee. If you don't have too much money, then saving a little bit of money every month is a good idea. Obviously, you shouldn't live in a way where it's not fun living because you're saving so much, but can't save money. Probably a good idea to do so. You know what? I think that we're going to stop the trip here for today. I don't want it to be too long chunks and then it not being enjoyable. I think I'm actually just gonna call it an early evening. Oh yeah, I can't even raid anyone. Whoa, look at the... Come here. Let them go to bed. Anyone else here? If you want to support something good, consider going and saying hello to... Where is she? There's, has it already been 12 hours? Huh? Well, upper stream went well then. But hey team, thank you so much for tuning in. It has been my pleasure having you here. I hope that you had a wonderful evening. And I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out from the bear.